Alright, so for this recording we're going to be watching Puzzles, Thresh on EUW, I believe. This is like high diamond game, maybe Masters, I don't remember. Something like that. So, you know, kind of expecting a lot. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. I can't check your runes, but your runes are masteries, but your rune should be like AD marks, armor quints, either like health per level or armor seals. And then personally I like CDR per level blues. It gives like a good mid-game power spike on Thresh, but you know, that's personal preference. A lot of people would go like scaling MR. If you have flat MR, you're doing it wrong. So yeah, that's kind of the options for runes that you have. As far as masteries go, it should be like 0, 9, 21, a pretty standard like range support mastery page. If you want, you can do something like I believe it's 0, 14, 16, or something in between. You know, you can do 0, 16, 14, or like whatever strange combination you find works best. Just as long as you got nothing in the offense. So that's good. You start with Krugs, very nice. Oh, as far as starting build goes, personally I always take a mana potion on whatever support I go, unless I'm something like Callista or Shen, where you just don't use mana. But I always take a mana potion, just because, you know, spamming spells, stuff like that. But you took 4 health potions, I'm sure it's not that. So you guys just link up, that's kind of funny. So you both started at a camp, so you didn't really power spike on them, but whatever. Please hook Alistar. Oh no. Okay, so here is why. So Sivert was level 2, and you hadn't seen her use the spell. I want to see if she leveled up just for you, or she did it right when she hit level 2. Yeah, she had 2. She's holding it. She leveled it up during this little scrap. So she hasn't thrown a W. Nothing to lead you to believe that she started or she got W second. So there's no reason for you to be going for her. Callista's got a lot of damage from Ren. Maybe you were trying to bait the spell shield or burn her spell shield so Callista could get the execute. But even then, like, just look at the amount of damage that look at the amount of damage that Callista's able to do to Alistar. He's full health right now. He's got 1, 2, 3. You throw an auto in. All that damage from 3 Ren procs, 4 autos from her, and then 1 auto from you. Now, had you hooked the Alistar, you hook, he gets pulled back a bit, he has to run, he's maybe here when he's this amount of health. He has to blow a summoner, right? So, you went for the Sivir because it looks sort of like the easy kill, you know, focus the AD carry, all that jazz, but, it sort of goes back to, you have to know your matchup, and Sivir's got a spell shield. It'd be like if you were going against a Tristana. Like, you wouldn't go for a hook on Tristana in that situation because she'd just jump away. This is a really nice hook. Very smart of you to go on that. Ignite. It's a good ignite. I don't know why you have it though. Typically I take exhaust into any hyper carry or like super bursty champion. So for example, AD carries that make me get exhaust, Callista, Graves, because he's got like his QWR, like all of his burstiness. So I'll exhaust before that burst, I'll exhaust Callista before Rend, Jinx, because if she gets a kill, you want to exhaust her, you can't let her snowball. Those are 3 ADCs that I will take exhaust against. They're not the only ones, but they're just some examples. Now obviously they have a Sivir, not one of those 3. What they do have, however, is a Riven and an Echo. Echo is sort of a weird champion. I don't know if I'd take exhaust just because of him. He does a lot of burst damage, but he's also really mobile, like regardless of move speed. So he can like E or alt, and he's just a strange champion. I don't know if I'd take exhaust strictly for him, but he's definitely an exhaustible target. Obviously Sivir's an exhaustible target too, and her alt definitely is high priority for taking exhaust. But the biggest one is Riven. You will completely ruin a Riven's day with a good exhaust. If she, say hypothetically this Riven gets big and she goes like 5-0 in laning phase or something, like it's not just the top laner feeding, it's the jungle, it's Riven's roaming for a mid gank and like gets a kill. Like this Riven is huge, hypothetically. If she's coming into a team fight and you've got Ignite, you better hit your hook, right? And you better get a good box and you better get a good flay, because if you don't, she's going to kill all of your carries. Now, in that same hypothetical situation, if you have exhaust, you know, she comes Qing in, QE with her ult on, all that jazz, and she's ready to blow somebody up, but you exhaust her, she's got nowhere to go, right? She's already used her mobility to get in, and even if she hasn't, she's got to use it to escape. Like, an exhaust is going to completely shut down a Riven. Definitely a champion that I'd take exhaust against like 95% of the time. But, whatever, that's fine. That was a nice hook, and I don't think you got flail, but regardless, that was nice. So this Nunu's coming to gank you. You don't have vision of it, which is fine. Like, it's early. There's no reason for you to have warded yet. You warded in a really nice spot. Unfortunately, somebody warded this. What was that? Probably Nidalee. Yeah. So Nidalee warded there. This is really well played by you. You're going to get both of you out 100% safely. You can just walk around the backside. Or you might even just leave and you can just walk down this way. But, that's well played. So, I'm all for, like, being aggressive and turning a gank. This might be a bit ambitious. So, I anticipate Alistar like WQing or Flash QWing. Yeah. And then you guys just got wrecked. Do you have Lance up soon? Because you used it earlier. So this is really big on, like, you have to understand your matchup. You guys can't be going that aggressive against an Alistar with a flash. You just can't do it. If you get anywhere within his flash range, he's gonna flash, knock you up, take a step back, knock you back into his team, especially on a gank. Now you guys, you're a really strong lane, Thresh Callista, and you almost turned it and got the Nunu down. But you didn't. Callista didn't get a chance to win before she died, and you guys just lost a lane that I'd say you were winning. At one point, you were zoning really well. At one point, you were zoning really well. I think you had some lane dominance. I think that was a lane that you guys had decent control of, especially because like the Thresh Callista poke, like you guys have a good comp, and you you guys went overly aggressive and sort of threw the advantage you had. Now this buy is interesting. Yeah, okay, so you don't have a whole lot of gold when you go back. I'm gonna imagine it's somewhere like 450 by the time you get to base. 440. Okay, so you get boots, a ward, and a potion. So typically, a Thresh, like his first 3 items are gonna be his Targons, like the upgraded relic shield, ruby sightstone, or I'm sorry, Targons, a regular sightstone, and boots of mobility. And you know, you might get Targons first, or you might get sightstone first. It depends on how the lane's going. You will never see people get boots of mobility first, and the reason for that is it's just not good. You can't do anything with boots of mobility at an early level, and going boots, it has the same problem. Sure, you can roam a little bit better with boots, but who are you going to roam on? This Echo? Unless you lead with your hook right here and get it coming straight out of the bush, all he's going to do is he's going to see you coming up, he's going to throw his little stunny thing somewhere, and then he's either going to stun you guys or he's going to slow you guys, and he's just going to walk out. And he's probably got his E up. Yeah, he's got his E, he's got his Q. Like, you've got nothing that you can do here unless you hit a really nice hook from the bush. Meanwhile, bot lane, all of this CS is dying to the tower. So you're losing out on XP. Granted, you know, you'd rather your ADC get this, but actually I don't know why she. Oh, she died and you just backed. That's right. So you need to be down here. Like, there's 6 casters now. There were probably a few that died. I think I see, is that like a dead cannon? Yeah. There's a cannon there that you guys missed. Like, you guys are missing decent farm and XP, and I'd imagine that you aren't going to gain anything from this gank. Now, if you do, I'm wrong and well played. But you didn't lead with the hook. There was a stun thing. God forbid somebody take a lantern and solo queue. Even if he had, I don't think it would have done anything. And you walk up, you're gonna go for Q. Oh, look at that, he E'd to dodge. So you going mid was a complete waste of your time, and you find boots was a waste of your gold. Also, this ward's a waste, moderately. So that's not bad actually. You have an Italy jungle, and I believe the Union started blue side. So like, with that being said, this ward is gonna get the blue when it spawns, and your Italy is gonna be able to come and try and contest it. There's no guarantee though. This fight might be a little ambitious. So I believe you saw at one point. You must have, right? Okay, yeah. So you saw Nunu in the mid lane, you saw him go back up. So going for this deep ward is really smart. You know that the only people that can be there are their bot lane, and you've got Italy here to back you up. So I definitely agree with this vision. As far as this fight goes, I'm not too sure. And the reason for that is their Echo has the wave kind of pushed up. Definitely in a position where your Cassiopeia can't roam, and he just like hard traded with Cassiopeia, so Cassiopeia can't come. Also, you see Nunu again, so you guys are scrapping over here. But backup's coming for this Alistar. You can see Sivir in mid lane. No, bot lane, you see that she's not coming until now. So now Sivir's coming. You and Italy are in super deep. if I'm you, I walk right here, flash this wall, cut my losses. You're able to just sort of walk out because they focus in Italy, and I'd imagine you get this. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, you can just sort of walk out because they care about Italy. But even then, like your Ballista dies here. Yeah, you didn't have mana. Okay. So your over-aggression on that fight ended up in a 2-for-1. That's pretty good. I wouldn't expect that from that play just because they were able to rotate sooner, and they probably should have been able to kill Nidalee or focus you before the Cassiopeia was able to come and make an impact. But well played, whatever. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you got Boots of Mobility, which is 475. So you're 800 gold invested in in boots, which is essentially your 800 gold invested in roaming. And you bought 2 extra wards and a pink. So far you are 325 gold invested in wards, and 800 gold invested in mobility. So at this point, you are 100% pick Thresh. Like, your goal here is to find the enemy and get them in a bad spot and hook them. That's pretty much all you can do. In lane, you're useless because all of your gold has been funneled into boots of mobility and vision. You literally have the same combat items as you did at level 1. Like, the only thing that's changed from now to level 1 is you've gotten to level 4, right? Like, that's literally the only thing that's changed combat-wise. You've got boots of mobility, so whatever, a little bit quicker even in combat, but not that much. Now if we look at Alistar, he has got his Targons, which gives 100 health more.
Executed.
And I am a super fan of upgrading to Targons, and the reason for that is, let me double check these numbers. It's been a while since I've explained this. You get 100 extra health and 50% base regen, which is strong in itself. Your stack comes every 30 seconds, so it's twice as fast, which means twice as much gold income. Well, kind of. And your ally gets 50 health instead of 40. So, what does Targons do? If you use it on cooldown, you get 2 stacks per minute. That is, say you get a cannon and a melee. Hold on. You can get a cannon every 3rd wave, which is every 30 seconds. So every minute and a half you're getting a cannon, and then in there you get 2 melees. So you get a cannon and 2 melees per 3 waves, whereas with the relic shield you get a cannon and half a melee, essentially, because you get a stack every 60 seconds, whereas with this you get a stack every 30 seconds. So gold wise, it's like 40 or 50 gold extra per like minute or 90 seconds or whatever. So automatically Targons is giving you more gold income, obviously, and it gives more sustain to you and the AD carry. So Alistar has a heal, good sustain, and he's got his Targons, which is going to give, instead of 40 health, per last hit, right? Which is what a relic shield does. It gives 50, and he gets 2 per minute. So he has higher base regen, or he has higher regen. He has higher health. He has higher gold income. He has higher sustain in his kit and higher sustain from his items. Whereas you are faster and have some deep wards. I'd go with Alistar's build. He gets to heal his AD carry 100 health per minute. You get to heal yours 40 health per minute. So his lane is definitely at an advantage now, especially since they're up 2 kills on your AD carry. Your AD carry is losing. The last thing that you need to do is get mobility to roam and leave her alone. Against an Alistar. Like, typically roaming's not awful. If your AD carry is far behind, she can freeze and then farm it up alone. But you have this Kalista that's O2. They have an Alistar that's like the best support for diving. A Sivir that's really good at dives, and a Nunu that's really good at dives. So by you going mobility, you're either saying I'm going to be useless in lane and just sit here and babysit my AD carry, or I'm going to roam and Kalista is going to be like free gold whenever you guys want. So so far itemization wise, I think that you are definitely losing compared to the Alistar. It's a good hook. Smart not to follow it because, like I said before, like you don't really have combat stats. Okay, so you warded this bush. You've warded this twice, I believe. And you pinked here. No, you've warded this once, and you pinked here. So you had deep vision for a blue invade. Let's go back and see if he's got that blue. Or did he start red side initially? We're gonna go super speed. So yeah, he started red side. So this ward, not even gonna get vision of the side. Okay, so you see it spawn, but your Nidalee's not in a position to spawn. So, that's one deep ward that, I mean, it was good, but, because it made that little fight thing here. But beyond that, I don't think your jungler capitalized on that at all. And Nunu wasn't really clearing these camps. Like, he may have cleared Gromp or Wolves. I wasn't watching him too much, but the big thing here is the blue buff. So, that's 75 gold down the drain. This is kind of a wasted ward because your AD carry can easily trinket this. That's 150 gold. This pink ward, it's a good pink ward, but I think it's sort of mid laner's job to pink this spot. Mid or jungle, like either one can pink this, and it's not giving you any super good information since their neuter hasn't been like super counter jungling. So we'll say that's 250 gold that you've spent on wards so far that haven't really paid off. Now I'm not saying like warding is bad, I'm just saying that in these situations you haven't needed to ward those particular spots. If you want to keep buying as many wards as you do, perhaps you should place them. So Alistar goes for the ward. Okay. This ward is not in a bad spot, I suppose. If you'd put it like here, or here, you can see, like right here, you can see around this corner. You can't see as deep into your jungle, maybe like here, and you can see like up to here, and you can't see this, but this doesn't really tell you much unless like their jungler goes for this gank. But you know, you just lose this bit of vision, this bit, and this bit, and you're able to see all the way down to this wall. So that'll let you know if they're going for like red invade, or it just gives you more complete control of your own jungle, as opposed to like a little bit more help for the mid lane. So where you place your wards is kind of important. I want to see if you catch it. No, you don't. Okay. No. Okay. So he gets a deep ward behind you. You're probably like, shit, this guy's gonna kill me. Your AD carries are dueling, and yours is definitely gonna lose, just because, you know, he's behind. So that worked out okay-ish. You didn't get killed or anything, but you know. So again, this is like knowing your matchup. You're against this Alistar, and he's going to want to go for these flash knockup plays. I mean, did you have a way of knowing that the Nunu was going to be there? No, not really. Did Nunu have a huge impact? Again, no, not really. Like, Nunu was important in killing you, but I wouldn't say that he was the most important for that dive. And again, this is that thing with like, you went roam build, right? Like you got the mobility boots and wards, and you wanted to go and make picks, but they've got a really strong dive comp. So your build left you vulnerable to dives. And like you weren't even, like even you being there wasn't enough to defend your AD carry. So far you're in, what do we say, 225 into wards? No. 150, yeah. 325, I'm sorry, 325 into wards, and you bought, 2 more green wards, so now you are 475 into wards. I think that this is just not a good spot to be warding at this point in the game. What this will tell you is if their mid laner changes his mind on pathing and like comes for a dragon, or if their jungler does something strange. This is probably a better spot to ward, or even this, just because this still gives you like river vision. So I don't think that this is a super high priority ward spot, but whatever. And again, that's not the most optimal ward spot. So like, this literally gives you this tiny chunk. Whereas if you come out and put it here, you know, you get a little bit up in here and around here, and then some down here, and then all of this vision. Like, all of the vision that this gets you, this gets you the same vision of like this stuff, and then a little bit more down through here, and then up in here and stuff. So the places that you ward are probably a little bit suboptimal. Is this yours? This is a decent ward. This is probably the best ward so far, and I think it'd be better there, but this isn't bad either. Like this isn't a huge problem. This spot's just like, I like it further up because it gives this vision and more down this way, because you know that they're not going to come from here. Anyways, very nice hook. Did you have to? Okay. I probably could have thrown in a play, but you probably would have done like 200 or 300 extra damage had you just pressed E, but no big deal. I'd imagine you had a reason for not flying. So, like again on that last back, you bought wards, potions, and nothing combat related. So now he's up all the stuff from Targon's and 15 armor from a cloth armor. 15 armor is not huge, but you mitigate. Oh, it doesn't say. Less than he does, essentially. So, you know, definitely we definitely need to like itemize a little bit better. I think the best itemization that you could have gone with would be a Targon's, or if you really want to ward as much as you do, perhaps an upgraded Sightstone, or a Sightstone rather. Just because you've put 475 gold into warding already, had you held off on that and not gotten mobility boots, you could totally have that and a Targon's. Like, you could be ahead of this Alistar combat stats wise, and your landing phase would be a lot easier. Like, the only reason that boots and mobility are good is for roaming and warding. And if you've got good wards, you don't really need boots and mobility, because they just make it safe for you to get wards when you don't have vision. If you have vision, you don't need to worry about warding without vision, right? So, why did they hard to I mean, obviously they didn't know, but oh, okay. I mean, you gotta hit that hard, but whatever. You always gotta hit that spear. No sloppy kill, but you guys got it. Your quest is probably fine. Unless you do like flash snowballs or something stupid. So, good job, you guys got a kill on your ADC. Maybe could go for something. Like Krugs. You can probably clear Krugs before you base. Beyond that, there's not a whole lot that you guys can do. Let's see. Okay, so you get your Sightstone now. That's good. Again, I think that Targon's is a super big item. So see, he's got 391 gold from it. You've got 135. Like him getting it so early has literally gotten him like that cloth armor. He got a cloth armor. He got 15 armor just because he got a Targon's. He got 15 armor for buying health. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not even like buying it is bad. I think that it's like a greedy, risky play because you're not getting your Sightstone as soon. But you went straight to boots mobility, so you know, like you were already going like a risky build. Also, you got boots and mobility, and I thought that like the idea with getting them was that you were gonna roam a lot. And this is like the second time that you've come mid. The first one was before you even had the boots and mobility. So, I'm not really sure. That's a really nice pick. Good job. That's that vision paying off. Good job tanking the tower for the Nidalee. Unfortunately, she was just too deep. Dragons, a little risky. You guys got away with it, so good job. Oh my goodness. Okay. Are you saving somebody? Is that why you like killing health? You know, I don't really know why the Callista fooled you. Why you guys were, maybe you didn't know that the Echo was there yet, but you could have just thrown a lantern, like walk to here, lantern, or you can start here, have a flash for it, and everybody gets out. Instead, like, you both had to blow a flash and you still died. So I don't know why Callista threw you. maybe she wanted you to like fly over to here and then lantern. I don't think jumping in on that was the right call. But again, maybe you guys didn't know Echo was there, so you thought you were being like one of the biggest things that I was told when I was first learning how to play, and I don't remember where I saw it, but it was in some video I watched, was like, don't underestimate your opponents. Like, don't go in with the assumption that they're doing something stupid. So like, if you thought that you could win this little like 2v3 because you guys were rotating, uh, don't assume that they're stupid and overextended. Like, assume that they've got a plan for it because they realize that they're a support in a new jungle, and they probably can't win a fight against a Cassiopeia, a Callisto, and a Thresh. So assume that they know that, and that they are baiting you or trying to make some kind of a play, and like look on the map, say, okay, well, you know, I'm making this up, but maybe you could see Riven top lane, and you could see Sivir farming bot, or Sivir was dead, or something, and then think like, okay, don't know where Echo is, can't remember the last time I saw him, maybe he's close, and then plan accordingly to that. Don't assume that they're making a misplay. Assume that they're making a play that you don't understand yet.
Look out!
I should have hit that first. Might have been a kill had you hit it. Oh, please don't go in. Don't go in, don't go in. Oh no, it's an Echo. Again, this goes back to like, you gotta know your matchup, right? Like, you got killed on that Alistar cheese with the flash knockup W twice. You just got baited. You baited your Nidalee, you're dead, and your Cassiopeia might die because you didn't understand the matchup against the Echo. Like, oh, she's hanging a guitar. That sucks. But like, the Echo was 3-2 and 3 before this. Probably gonna be 5-2 and 3 now. Yeah, 5-2 and 3. He got 2 kills and an assist, I believe, off of like a super easy bait. So, you know your matchup. You can't get beat with that Alistar cheese in the bot lane. You can't build mobility when you're against a super heavy dive comp, and you can't go roam, and you can't be building like, or I'm sorry, you can't be diving an Echo. Like, these are all, you just have to know your matchup. Take Exhaust into this team comp because Riven's going to be a pain. She's 3-1-1. It's not as big of a stomp as I said at the beginning, but she's definitely winning, right? So in these fights, you'd love an Exhaust for the Riven or the Echo at this point, like I said, or even the Sivir. Like, an Exhaust would be a lot more impactful than an Ignite right now. And a lot of people say, like, you take Ignite to win lane, and to some extent you do. So the situation where like going back on when to take Ignite and when to take Exhaust, the situation where I take Ignite is if the only hyper carry that I'm afraid of is in the bot lane, and I'm confident that taking Ignite can win me the lane. So if I'm like a Thresh Callisto, for example, it's a really strong lane against like, say a Jinx Leona or something. Something that's probably equally good, and would definitely be worth taking an Exhaust against the Jinx. But if you feel like having Ignite is going to win you that lane, then you can take Ignite because, you know, that you don't need an Exhaust for feeding Jinx.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So, touching on your build again, you still have not gotten your Targons. So he's got 435 gold. You've still got 135. He's got 300 gold up on you on this Targons. You've spent so much more on wards. We're up to like 575 or something on wards now. I mean, you're probably only gonna buy pinks from now on, but you spent 575 on vision. He's probably spent like 75 or like maybe in the 200 area. Like he bought a pink, so maybe like 175, 250. Like he hasn't spent even half of what you spent on vision, and like look at how it's turning out. He's got two cloth armors up on you, a glacial shroud, which a glacial shroud's not exactly a kindle gem. It's a little bit more, but we'll say that they're about even. So you guys both have a component to a big item. He's got boots and mobility. You've got boots and mobility. He's got sightstone. You've got sightstone. This is what he's ahead of you with: two cloth armors, 600 gold at least. We'll look at the actual gold numbers. He's up 1,200 gold. And that's because, you know, Glacial Shroud's a little bit more than a Kindle Gem, and he hasn't bought yet. He still has 600 gold, 650 on him. So, I mean, obviously, they've got a 1, 2, 3 tower advantage. I'm sorry, 2 tower advantage. You guys have taken top. So, I don't think it's 150, like, globally anymore. I don't remember how much it is, but we'll say it is. So, he's got 300 gold from the objectives. He's got 300 more than you from Relic Shield, and he's got a kill and an assist on you. So, like, globally, he's got a kill and an assist, which, that's good. It's like, probably in the 300 to 500 gold range of an advantage, but not super big. He's got 2 towers up on you. You can't really control that. But what you could have controlled is Targon's, right? He's got 300 gold on you just from his support item. And then you still haven't upgraded it. You got a Kindle Gem. I'm assuming you're going to go face of the mountain from this. And it's like you just don't want to get the best part of the face of the mountain, which is the extra gold income system. That's a good ward. So, this isn't really your fault. You guys are gonna kill some dragons, but this is gonna go really well for you. Cassiopeia is gonna ult. Akali's on the backside. They've got no echo. Or river. Yep. Oh, that was actually a really bad Cassiopeia ult. Regardless, your Ballista is on the backside. You are going for her, which is pretty good. A little aggressive. you guys went 4 for 3. So that was a loss. It looked good. The Cassiopeia always pretty bad though. You guys look like good ace. So you guys went in, split. The Cassiopeia could have been really high impact had he had a better ult, but whatever. So you got Face the Mountain. I don't think that's bad. Pretty good pickup. Personally, I'd go. My build order on Thresh is like, well, when I get a Relic Shield, because sometimes I'm too lazy to last hit, but I go Relic Shield, 3 health potions, and a mana potion. On my first back, I either get Targons or actually, I always get Targons. I get Targons and then like a pink ward and some potions or whatever I have gold for, and then I get Sightstone, and then I get Boots of Mobility. And the reason for that is you're getting combat sets for when you're in laning phase, and laning phase is the best, and then you're getting your mobility when laning phase is over and you can get some roaming. So, oh, and then typically I get like any support item that's not a Face of the Mountain next. There's nothing wrong with Face of the Mountain. It's really gold efficient. It's got the good shield when you active and stuff. The only reason I don't like it is because it doesn't upgrade the Spoils of War passive, which is the gold income part. So I feel like the advantage of having it is about the same as like a McHale's, but in more stats. I mean, obviously it's more gold. Like, there's nothing wrong with this but it's not what I'm pushing. So, Cassiopeia dies. This is exactly when you should be thinking, shit, I wish I had crossed, because ripping super deep. Luckily, you hit that really nice hook, and Calista kills you. So we'll watch this fight again and see what could have gone differently. But so Cassiopeia gets picked off. You try and Lantern. Personally, if I'm you, that hook's going out like right now. You let the rip and gap close on you way too much before you use the hook. Say you throw your hook and she like E's to dodge it. Her E's down, right? Like, good job. You wasted one of her mobility spells, and you're probably gonna hit one of these guys. And if you don't, she's got to use her Q's to get to you. You can fillet. Like, Riven is not the best at like, her optimal fight isn't chasing someone down. That's why nobody gets close to Riven, because if you get close to Riven, she can Q auto, Q auto, W auto, or whatever the hell Riven's combo is. She can use her combo effectively, and she doesn't have to use anything to gap close. Now, if you CC her or force her to dodge, then she's not able to use her skills to gap close. Or she's not able to use her skills to kill you, she has to use them to gap close. So, good play, good hook. I think it's a little bit late. I also think that's a really good match with Calista. But, all in all, not too bad, right? You got the killed, and it was lucky. Whatever. Probably could have faced him out yourself. Oh, this is like the classic like, somebody's pushing mid, well, we better send our whole team. Now, in this case, it was fine because you only needed one person to push down this tower. But, you know, a lot of times in solo queue, you'll see, like, this crap happening, the entire team going. It looked like you guys baited that out really well, and Did you face the Akali? You got it up, you got it up. Correct. Lantern.
Don't blink.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're facing on saved her. Good job. She baits us out really nicely. So good use of facing on. You got your close to the shutdown. Well done with
Red
that.
team's turret
Okay, so an important thing to do, especially in solo queue when you don't have anybody to communicate with, is ask yourself, what am I doing here? What is the benefit of me being in this position? You see that they're pushing top. You see that your bot wave is probably gonna push. I mean, you've got more minions, but provided it doesn't do something funky with this like weird split thing, your bot wave's gonna push, and your mid wave, you're resetting it now. But you were standing right here, and what was the point of that? It was a fine time to sit and do nothing, but that's what you were doing, right? You were just sitting there doing nothing. It was okay to sit there and do nothing, but you know, in the future, sort of be aware of. Oh shoot! I just got water on my mouse. One sec. In the future, sort of be aware of. I'm like rubbing the water off the bottom. In the future, sort of be aware of where you are and why you're there. So, I don't think that there was any reason to sit in that bush. But I don't think that there was any wrong being done by doing so. Okay, this is probably going to be another really good case of why are you there? So, actually, let's see the vision that you have. You've got this bush warded, and you probably saw the Alistar come through. You see he's sweeping it. You see the Sivir here. You see the Echo. Watch them both sort of run past. Mid. They clear the wave, and then they run off this way. Did you see that? Probably. No, why did you pull me away? I hate this stupid replay system. Okay. That's not how it looks in game. So I don't know if you genuinely don't see him or what, but at the very least you see these guys aren't on Baron because you have it warded, and they didn't go back this way. So they're like death pushing you guys, and there's no reason for you to be here. Like, even if you knew that this ward was here, which I'm assuming you did, you dropped a pink for it. Even though you know that this ward is here, you don't have to clear it right now. Like, it's not gonna kill you to leave it up. It's gonna kill you to take it, because you knew that they were somewhere in this area, or they ran down this way. What's valuable this way at the moment? Nothing. Dragon's down. They've got a tower down. Your wave's pushing, but that's no reason to send 4 people to it, or 3 people rather. So for you to come and clear this, there's just no point to it. And they let you know, so that was a really big throw. Well, not a throw, you guys were losing already, but it was a really bad play, positionally. see
been
about
slain
home
by
guards.
Red team double
Alright,
kill.
whatever. Upgrade your trinket this back, I believe. Probably got another pink. Your bot wave was snowballing and just clearing it. So you guys didn't get anything off of that snowball because you got picked with the Cassiopeia. You backed, got some more potions and another pink ward. Okay. Let's look at the gold from the thing again. 603 compared to 174. You haven't gotten a CS in like forever, but a thing that you can do at this point, I guess. So you max your hook first, which I do too. I think it's good. You've got at least, excuse me, at least 10% CDR from your face of the mountain. I don't know what your runes look like, but I imagine you only have 10% CDR, or maybe some for masteries. But probably shouldn't. I don't play. So your hook should be like an 8-second cooldown or something like that. With it being that low, there's no reason for you not to spam it. So it's on cooldown now, but it's up. I'm hoping you look for a pull really soon. Just because, like, a big pull is the only way that you guys are going to get back into this game. You pull, so you got a lot of damage on your weapon. Very nice. As far as vision goes, you've got home guards. You might as well base, like, as frequently as you can and refresh your wards. Where are yours? Is this yours? Yeah, that's yours. I believe that's yours also. Is this your pink? Yeah, okay. So you got 2 wards down? You have 3. Oh, is this yours also? No. I don't know. I don't know where your 3rd ward is. This must be it. Yeah. And those are all good warding spots when you're getting this pushed. But now you guys are going to contest the dragon, so probably should have based, picked up some wards, and sprint. You're really good fit. That's not a bad try. That was actually a really well timed. I like this. Had the new. Good push. Considering you guys, or the game ends in 2 minutes, I'm gonna assume you guys lose off of some throw. I don't remember how recently they got banned. Might be a Baron throw, might be like someone at the spot lane. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna do the why are you here game. So you got the vision cleared, vision, well, a little bit of vision here. Why were you here? Why were you clearing this? This is whatever, but coming mid, even for a little bit, like, why are you here? They're sieging bot, and even if you don't know that they're 4-man sieging bot, they have the potential to. We'll look at the wave when you are clearing this stuff. So the wave's even, and then we have some echo. people missing on the map. You've got no reason to be mad. Like, you guys can't siege this, you can't do a fast push if you see them going for bot. I mean, your top wave's push, so that's fine, but like, bot lane really needs people down there. Even if it were just Echo pushing, like, you guys didn't have push of anyone, so you guys gave this tower up for free, and it's not
Blue team's
like your
turret has
fault,
been
like you're the support,
destroyed.
you can't hold 1v4, but you know, the little wire you hear game, probably shouldn't have been mid. See, that's their conflict. Got really good dive. Echo, Nami, I'm sorry, Echo, Lumu, Alistar, Sivir, just really good dive. So I think I've seen you use this twice, maybe. I remember once specifically. Okay, you faced him on yourself. Good job. Almost killed Silver. Behind you is now. Yeah.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, so.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh wow, they. Oh, it always like confused. Wow, they. Okay. Regardless, what do you need to work on your organization for sure? Knowing your matchup, like 100%, like your Callista died that first time because you didn't recognize the matchup that you were against and you tried to turn a gank. Either you or Callista got hit by that combo again. A second time, I think it was you. I don't recall exactly what happened, but it was like right here, and somebody, or Alistair flashed onto somebody and knocked you up. I think it was you, and then knocked you like to here. So that's at least 2 deaths in lane from not being prepared for your matchup. Your itemization was like wrong for the situation, right? Like them having a lot of dive and a really mobile mid lane that you can't really gank. Having boots and mobility was bad, and it didn't give you combat stats, so that's like 2 like things against rushing boots and mobility. So like situationally it was bad, and I don't think going boots and mobility is good in general as a first item. And hold on, let me check my notes. So itemization. Oh, way too much vision. Like, you spent way too much money on wards, and it really set you back. You didn't gain much off of it, and it kind of screwed you. Like, Alistar's up. I'm gonna say an item, even though it's pretty much 2. Like, he's got half of his Targons. He's got a Locket and a Frozen Heart. Granted, you know, his team's winning and they've got a lot more towers down than yours, but still, like, he had an advantage the whole game. He finished with almost 3k more gold than you, and part of that is, you know, Targons, whatever. But another part, or another problem with that is not only did he finish 3k gold ahead of you nearly, but you spent like 600 more gold on him, or 600 more gold than he did on vision early, and it wasn't valuable vision. Like, you got diswarded, and like Nunu started red, so you barely got an idea of when blue spawned. You warded here really early, probably spotted like nobody. You warded this super early with a pink. You warded this early with the pink. Like, all the vision that you had early was, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't worth setting back your core items. So again, to recap, your issues were itemization, knowing your matchup, and again, sort of itemization with like overbuying wards. So we will talk about this a little bit more in our lesson.